and I will enforce them. Shake hands and good luck.
Oscar is simply a bigger man.
Julio is doing good. He's landing the shot.
Opened up.
Now, Oscar danger zone is when he starts jumping and leaping around.
There's a Chavez left jab.
Right hand, too. Chavez got to be careful now because once you close in, you better have your hands up. If there's ever a time not to move forward for Chavez, it's the first 6 rounds of this boxing match. You don't want any moving forward yet. Don't try to mix it up, but this boy can hit.
And as Chavez goes in, Dela Hoya starts to land left hooks. 2, 6. Right hand landed for Chavez.
He did in the first round. Don't allow this guy to start connecting with that left jab, because if you do, he's going to get you with 20 more.
Be a hell of a bad fight if he doesn't do something, George.
Yeah, but it's about winning now. It's not about proving anything. Just go out there and win.
They exchange punches. Dela Hoya landed a thunderous right hand. Chavez insisted to us that Dela Hoya isn't a particularly hard puncher. Certainly not as hard a puncher as Edwin Rosario or Roger Mayweather or some of the other guys that Chavez has been in with. Dela Hoya would love to prove that observation wrong.
Dela Hoya's got to start working on his left jab now.
You saw the pressure above the eyebrow.
Now Oscar's starting up.
I'm sure Gil Clancy would like to see 30. Dela Hoya countering as Chavez comes in. And a low blow there. Dela Hoya landing counters, but not really commanding for long range yet.
Chavez.
Yeah, Chavez much sharper, much better in this fight.
He's showing that as he gets older, he had other virtues as a fighter.
Particularly here in the 3rd round.
Now Dela Hoya goes to the body with that left hand now. I think the greatest mistake Oscar's got to understand that without his jab, he
seems to be open for Dela Hoya.
Lead right hand and a left hook by Chavez.
Hard left hook by Chavez to punctuate. How stunning it would be. So he brings the left jab to the body twice and then turns back upstairs. Chavez. Dela Hoya landing another right cross and the left hook upstairs. Effectively, but still, Oscar not establishing the left jab in the way you might have expected. Now it's coming.
Now we got the left jab.
Piled up the punch count on Chavez. Chavez not busy here. There's a good left hook inside by Julio. Again.
Now Julio is landing.
I get the second round to Julio Cesar Chavez when he made Oscar know he was in a fight.
And those body shots are going to be the winning edge for Oscar. He's going to have to put a lot in now. Go to the body and make this guy extend his stay in the ring. But take his power away from him.
Left jab jolted.
Good left jab.
Hard right hand over the top by Oscar.
Now he's boxing. He must not pay any attention to the referee saying, watch your shoulder. You do everything you can.
2 good body shots by Julio. Dela Hoya just misses with a potentially lethal uppercut.
And I told you there's a 12-inch difference where Oscar's got no power. You got to stay within that 12-inch.
Dela Hoya going body and upstairs. Chavez coming right back. Whoa! Between rounds here, was working on the left side, or the outside, I should say, of the left eye.
Oscar's blowing his nose a lot these days. That won't help that little cut on the side to make him swell.
So if it starts to flow, it'll be an interesting test for him. He's ever thrown in any of 12 rounds or 9 rounds he's fought against Oscar Dela Hoya. As Harold Letterman pointed out, and you emphasized, George, why Oscar's doing it, but the hands held low. Give chop. Sugar Ray Leonard got lured into playing Roberto Duran's macho game.
This is one of those nights. But remember, you close in at 12 inches, and Dela Hoya's got no power at all. He's only an ordinary fighter when he's hit close to Chavez. That's when you want good legs. Good body shot by Dela Hoya.
Good left hook up top by Chavez. Dela Hoya willing to trade at close range. Is it the right strategy?
He's got no choice. But he was hurt by the left hook to the body by Dela Hoya. Ooh, another left hook by Chavez.
Hard left hook by Dela Hoya. Right on the point of the...
Concede all of that. Just don't start a fight. That means Dela Hoya's got to stand there and watch him until he straightens up again.
Oscar just popping Chavez with the jab.
Avoiding that close contact now. He backs away, which is what he should have been doing all night.
Chavez landing a jab and a right hand over the top.
Stay away from him. Make him guess by not being in that range.
If Oscar's in contention or in condition to keep throwing the jab, he commands Chavez from long range.
Everything he gets.
Chavez coming forward, tracking his man around the ring, looking very, very Chavez.
Smart. In the last round, he was able to get to that body.
Hard right hand by Chavez.
Chavez is still hurting from that early body punch in the last round. Oh, a left hook.
Good left hook inside by Julio.
Chavez, and he's showing some of that iron jaw and true grit.
A lot of because the puncher's got something in that bag. You back away from a puncher. You don't follow him around.
This has been a big round for Dela Hoya. Chavez has been a target.
59-64, 6 rounds to 1. Oscar De La Hoya. Jim, it's effective aggressiveness that counts. Julio Cesar Chavez sometimes is the aggressor, but he doesn't score. Oscar's just out punching him like he's doing right now.
Serious business.
And Chavez is making that awful mistake of following him around. He's just like a punching bag at this point. You always concede to the puncher.
Yeah, the rematch hasn't turned out to be the mismatch everybody presumed it might be.
Chavez is masked, beginning to show the effects of De La Hoya punishment. Oscar concentrating on the body here in round 8. Almost as though he's consciously trying to set Julio up for something big upstairs.
Now, Oscar's very smart. He gets in, but he stands up and get that height advantage whenever things get too rough.
So there as Julio came in, little swelling under the left eye of De La Hoya. We told you about the nick at the corner of the eye before. So both fighters showing some effects.
Oscar, he should not have gotten into this kind of fight. His corner's going to have to rein him in now.
Chavez. But forward he comes.
He steps over to Oscar's left, and he steps over to his right whenever there's danger. And he's hitting below the belt occasionally, too.
Hitting below the belt 3 or 4 times there. Richard Steele doing nothing. De La Hoya willing to trade shot for shot with Julio Cesar Chavez. Times susceptible on that side of his body.
Oh, what a left hook.
That's the meanest looking Oscar De La Hoya you've ever seen.
There you see that flurry at the end of the round. Chavez looking a little weary. It must be a fight. Chavez won't come out. He has refused to come out. The inside of his mouth bloodied. And I am shocked that a warrior like Chavez, once again, when he tastes his own blood, sits on his stool, won't come out and fight.
And now let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger's corner advised referee Richard Steele that he was unable to continue. The end comes at the end of round number 8. The winner by knockout victory, and still the defending and reigning undefeated WBC welterweight champion of the world, El Niño de Oro, the Golden Boy, Oscar